What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? How are y'all doing tonight? Hey, y'all, it is Friday. I have got to say, it is oh, thank you. Bless your heart. Oh my goodness. Guys, y'all don't understand. I am sick as a dog right now. So if I sound a little boo-boo, your boy ain't doing too hot right now. I almost didn't even like come and do the live. I was gonna schedule it off, but shout out to Mrs. E, man. She was like, nah, the people need you. So I was like, all right, let me go and take all the drugs. This dang on I don't know if it's allergies or sinus pressure or whatever it is. So if I sound kind of messed up, that's why. Um Messed around and got me a whole bag full of cough drops. So if y'all hear me hacking away sometimes, it's that's what it is. But there was no way I could leave y'all hanging tonight. Nah, I know everybody's looking forward to the Fridays and our wonderful conversations and chats. So we had to make this happen one way or another. Let's see. I got a couple things. First of all, let's go ahead. Oh, wait. Nope, I will get to that later. All right, let's do some quick shout outs, see who made it nice and early. Let's see who we got in here. Minister Crush, what up? What up, dog? Good to see you. My man Eric Shaw, good to see you, man. I see you got to be the replay gang. That's all good. Shout out to the replay gang later on. Joey, what is going on? How are you doing? Buck, what's going on, brother? Good to see you as always. My man Derek Gaines, top supporter, top vet in the building, y'all. Kimmy J, hello. Thank you so much for making it out. Clay D, what's going on? Hello. Come on now. Marcy X is in the building, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Top supporter, top vet, all up in here. Love to see you. Thank you so much. Once again, come on, back-to-back vets in here. Rim 17, Mind Squad in here. Let's go. Thank you so much. My man Hughes, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't know about any April Fool's jokes. I've barely been online. Like when I tell you I've been laid up all day. Like I've been laid up. I don't know what happened. I only got a little bit of news from that we're gonna talk about later, but I ain't paying no attention to all that. Let's see who else we got. I saw Last of My Kin. What is going on? Thank you so much for making it. My man Johnny Washington. So hey, we're actually going to talk about Morbius. We are going to talk about it. We're not going to spoil it. We're not going to go over the movie. But there is some news I want to go over. And of course, a couple things I want to talk to y'all about. So don't worry, we definitely going to talk about that. Dexter Reason, thank you so much for making it out. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta drink a little bit of tea just for this. I'm sorry. Whew. Okay. I just need to prepare because y'all already know it's Miss Harper. I probably didn't even need to go that deep with it. My voice is already going, but it's Miss Harper, y'all. Thank you so much for making it out tonight. Appreciate you as always. Another vet in the building. Thank you, Capria. Thank you so much for making it out. Rebecca, I see you. Thank you so much for making it out as well. Dorian, what's up? Thank you for making it. Let's see. The Tunis, what's going on? Who else we got? Rizzo, I see you. Hello. Hold on. I saw my man Nelson V is here, y'all. Come on with it. Come on, another vet. Jason Wilcox is here. Good to see you as always. Casey Hayes, hello. Let's come on now. We got the missus in the building. I appreciate you, dear, having my back in the comments. It's all good. We're gonna get through tonight. We're gonna get through it. Appreciate you, baby cakes. Alexander, hello. Thank you so much for making it. Excuse me. All the way from the far east, we got Maha Sun here, y'all. Come on with it. Thank you so much for making it out tonight or to this morning for you. I don't know how far it is in Japan, but my man Angel Gonzalez is here, y'all. Thank you so much for making it out, brother. Good to see you as always. My man Tane is here. What is going on? Diane Black Widow, hello. So good to have you back. That's another top supporter, top vet in the building. Always a pleasure to have you on here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Let's see, Spectre, I see you. What's going on? Thank you so much for making it. Pamela, hello. Thank you so much as well. Deanna, thank you so much for making it out. Let's see. Big Bo, what's going on, bro? My man Gray, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Oh, come on now. We got my man Didier's in the building. Always a pleasure. Let's see. Hold on, I saw somebody else. Let me grab some more, and then we gonna hurry up and get started. Nia, oh, I see you. Thank you so much for making it out. Wait. I almost skipped it. Majin Khan, what's going on? Hello. And you know what? Shout out to everybody. Wait. Can't say wait. Alib, hello. Good to see you. Lonnie T, hello. See, man, y'all be coming in. I can't just miss everybody now. Karen, hello. Thank you so much for making it out. And shout out to everybody else who is joining us, whether it's now, later in the replay gang. What's up? Thank you so much for making it out tonight. All right, let's get to the first comment here. Buzz 703, $7.03. I love it, Buzz. Thank you. Starting early. Sorry, Will Smith quits the Academy for the Oscars. Recast the child and recast Iron Fist. Yeah, I tried to get it. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna get there. Hold on. Let me try it again. Please recast Iron Fist. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try. I'm sorry. Thank you for that, Buzz. Yes. We're gonna get to that news as well. Team Tech Boy, thank you, man. Appreciate that. All good. We're gonna make it through. I just gotta make sure I make it through these meds. So that's why I had to start. So I apologize for the late start. I had to make sure the meds kicked in a little bit, because otherwise I'd be like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I ain't want to do that to y'all. Let's see. Antoinette, thank you so much. Buzz 703 saw that, but was amazed at how eager the police was to arrest Will. He should bow to Chris Rock. Didn't need to see another black man do perp walk. Yep. I'm with you on that. We all gonna get to the Will Smith news later on tonight, so don't y'all worry. Y'all can save y'all questions and comments for later on. That's gonna be the main topic tonight, so we definitely gonna be here to talk about it. Thank you so much for that. Derek Gaines, thank you, sir. E-man, you may need a hot toddy, man. I don't know. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of stuff. I got my tea, I got my cough drops, I got man, shout out to the neti pot. Oh my god, that neti pot done cleared up my sinuses. I might have to probably do that a couple times, but man, that was that right there. That was a game changer right there. But yeah, thank you for that so much. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't know if is this letting me scroll down? I don't know why it won't let me scroll. Hold on. Theraflu. Oh, yes, I definitely need me some Theraflu. I'll take that. All right, let's get to the first bit of news. We're just gonna run through some little stuff, and then of course we got to the big stuff later on. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Y'all know, so as we know, there is a Game of Thrones prequel series that is coming out on HBO Max. And that is going, we finally have a release date now for that. So that is going to be let me get it here. So the Game of Thrones prequel series is going to be coming to us August, I believe, 21st. Yes, August 21st. This is going to be the House of the Dragon. So, of course, this is going to be a prequel to the house, to what we got before. And this is going to be like, how Daenerys and all them, like her family lineage and all that, how they, the Targaryens, how they started to take rule, how they started to get into power, and how they tamed a lot of dragons. So we're going to get a lot of prequel stuff and information from this. It says it's set 2 centuries before the events of Game of Thrones. So that's like 200 years before. It's 10 episodes. It's going to depict how the House of Targaryen fell into a bitter and brutal civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons, presaging the beginning of the end of the ruling family in Westeros. So this definitely sounds very, very interesting to me. I think we all can agree that the first Game of Thrones ended terribly. The series was probably on its way to becoming one of the best television series ever. I mean, every single episode on Game of Thrones had people talking on the edge of their seats, all of that. But that last season, when everyone started to when the writers were like rushing because they wanted to go do some other project about what would happen if the South won, the Confederate South won or something like that. Yeah, and that got canceled. Yeah, y'all probably should have taken y'all time and finished Game of Thrones instead of trying to be greedy. Anyway, so yeah, they just let us all down. But there's no denying, as weak as the final season was, you could still rewatch Game of Thrones today, season 1 through 7, and it's phenomenal. Like, it's fantastic story writing, it's great acting. It's like one of the best things out there. But you know, hopefully, this prequel series is gonna do something. I have not read the book. AJ, let's see, you have read the book. Okay, The Dance of the Dragons, is it, or something like that? I've never read the books. This is, the Game of Thrones series has actually made me want to start reading the books. But this prequel series got all my attention. So and this is only 10 episodes. It sounds like it's a limited thing. I remember in the past they were saying that there were going to be multiple prequel series. So I wonder if, in addition to one of them actually got canceled too. I forget which one it is. But it is a good thing that I think we're getting this. I'm excited for it. Y'all let me know. Are you excited for this Game of Thrones prequel series, House of Dragon? It's coming out this August, so it's not like it's going to be it's definitely going to be coming sooner than later. That's only 4 months away. And I like the fact that this is actually 10 episodes, because if it's only 10 episodes, that tells me that y'all have a beginning and you have an end, and you are going to tell me a good story, and you're not going to put all this fluff in it, and you're going to get to the point. So anyway, y'all let me know, are you feeling it? Are you excited for it? Or maybe, the first season of Game of Thrones, or the first Game of Thrones turned you off. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. All right. Let's get some of these. Black Widow, thank you so much. I hope you feel better. Oh, I hope so too. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, Black Widow. Thank you. Derek Gaines, thank you, sir. Okay, E-Man, have you noticed the similarities between the Covenant and the Predator creatures? Halo is so good. Then From keeps me on edge. Then you throw in Picard and Moon Knight. Hot week. Facts on facts on facts on facts. Yes. Yes, I did notice the similarities in them. Actually, I got to catch up on Halo. I think I'm on like only episode 2, so I got to catch up on that as well. But Halo is that's a solid show. They are definitely doing some good stuff there. From is one of the best shows that not enough people are talking about. I can't wait. I'm on episode 9. I think only 7 or 8 are released, but I've gotten up to 9. I might get 10 soon, hopefully. Because I'm waiting for them to give me the last episode so I can review the whole series. Because I've told y'all I don't want to happen with From the same thing that happened with Lost. Because Lost, one of the best shows, was real dope until that final episode or final couple of seasons or whatever, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill. So I'm hoping From ends on a positive note. I hope. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much for that, Derek. Appreciate you. Karen, sad situation. Will Smith and Chris Rock never choose violence. Yeah, facts. Violence is never the answer unless it's self-defense. Yeah, I mean, if you got to put them paws up, you got to put them paws up. But that was not the case here. Thank you so much for that, Karen. I appreciate you. Rims, what you got? Please show my fam some love with the likes tonight. Peeps fam is a real trooper for coming through tonight, and we got to keep the same energy. I appreciate you, Rims. Thank you so much. Y'all know I couldn't leave y'all hanging tonight. But yeah, feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Always gonna try and deliver y'all something now. My man Eric, what you got? Sup, E-Man? Have you Googled Stars doing a prequel to John Wick called The Continental? Looks interesting. Yeah, that's actually been announced a while ago. It was actually, I want to say, like after John Wick 2 or 3 came out, that they were doing it, and Mel Gibson has actually been confirmed to also play in it. So it is definitely going to be something interesting, to say the least. But I'll see what's up with that. Let's see. Where can you watch all the seasons? HBO Max, I would assume. If you're talking about Game of Thrones, that would be it. But maybe I don't know. I could be answering the wrong question. Sorry. Puma Lee, what's going on? Did you notice the mysterious writer in CBR stating facts this week? Freaky Fridays, hello family. Recast the child. Please recast Iron Fist. God of Game of Thrones books are great. I have no idea what you're referring to in terms of the stating facts this week. You're gonna have to enlighten me on what you're referring to. Oh man, hold on, y'all. We got a special guest tonight. Come on now. We got somebody want to be all up in the video, and by a special request, we got Kobe, y'all. Kobe came back. Okay, Kobe, I told you we won't do that in here, man. Come on now. Okay, Kobe, get off the neck. Get off the neck. Even Mrs. E-Man can't get the neck. All right, y'all. Say hi to Kobe. He just wanted to say hello because somebody's been keeping everybody up all night and pooping in my shower. Yeah. Don't let the cuteness fool you. No. You lucky you cute. See, what you say? The wife said God made these little kids cute because otherwise you throw them away. You throw them away. Listen, Kobe. Here you go, man. Anyway, to make things worse, this little ninja gonna keep me up all night. I'm like, if you don't take yourself to sleep, go to sleep. I'm gonna start playing that Samuel L. Jackson. Go to sleep. Go to F to sleep. Oh man, sorry. Yeah, he lucky he got them big old eyes though. He just look at you like trouble. So much trouble. Anyway, let me get back to these comments. My bad, y'all. Let's see. Loyalty, what you got? How do you feel about Bill Burr as a Hulk variant? Bill Burr as a Hulk variant. Huh. I'm okay with it, I guess. Is that like in the news or something? Because I haven't heard nothing about that, but I like Bill Burr. So sure, why not? Look, fine, okay. Antoinette, what you got? Thank you so much. Don't get me started about the last season of Game of Thrones. I'm thinking of God of War. Very excited for House of Dragons. And one word for you, Barbancourt. Barbancourt. Why should I know this? I don't know what that is, but I will keep an eye out for this. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Now you got me excited. I can't wait to see what comes of that. Thank you so much for that, Antoinette. Good to see you again, by the way. Dre Max Show, what's going on, brother? Hey, E-Man. Bit and Ford, like crazy. Catching the replay later. Bless you, brother. Hey, bless you right back, man. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate you. Derek Games, what's going on? Not interested in Game of Thrones, but speaking of HBO, E-Man, have you seen the show about the Lakers? The year they drafted Magic. It's TVMA, very good. I've heard that's the Showtime Lakers show. I have not watched it, but I've heard of it. I just haven't had time. That's all. I just haven't had time. Hold on. First of all, From is fire, and you can watch From on Epix. Epix, I don't know where you can find it, but I do know that you can access it through Amazon Prime. So definitely check that out. But Derek, thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate that comment and the support. Juanita, what is going on? Oh, looks like we lost your comment, but thank you so much. Let me see if I can find it just in case if you repeat. But if not, thank you so much. Let's see. Karen back at it. Thank you. For a hot toddy with whiskey, get what? Hey, I'll take that. Thank you so much. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Black Widow back at it. Thank you so much. Will Smith needs to take that snuggety to the Source Awards. He was laughing at the joke. Then Jada worked her voodoo magic and made Will smack the S out of Chris. Well, that's definitely a whole lot in there. Excuse me. And if anybody is behind, I don't know how anyone has not heard about any of this. I do have a full breakdown video on my channel. It's everything explained. It gives you all the context, background information, and all that. We're gonna go over later on tonight all the extra information that has come throughout the week, because this has been the hottest news for a long time. So we will definitely go through that. But thank you so much for that, Diana. I appreciate you. Let's see. Eating, pooping in the shower for 3. Kobe, man, dog. You know, when I tell you, like, like, cause it just be like little surprises. You don't never go, you just walk in, mind your own business. I'm like, is that some hair? It's not hair, it's like a string of poop. I'm like, why? Why? We got you to pat. Speaking of surprises, actually, let's take a quick break here, because I told some of y'all I would show y'all this, and I need a quick break so I can get me some tea. But here is actually the video of when we surprised the girls with Kobe. So just a quick break here while your boy gets a little tea. Here you go.
You ready?
Yeah, let's introduce them to Kobe. Hold on now. Hold on. Where's the keys? No, but I got the keys to open up the door. I want to open up the door. Bam. Right here. Right here. Right here. Let's see the new noisette.
Y'all ready?
The new noisette.
They have no idea why.
They didn't even know why we here. Y'all see the new noisette? Say hi to Kobe.
Say hi.
Say hi to Kobe, y'all.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Yes, he is.
I want to keep it.
Okay, we can.
Yeah,
okay,
we can make that work. We can make that work.
Get in the seat. In your seat.
Don't drop him now.
You got him?
Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. All right, there you go. Thank you for being patient with me on that nice little commercial break. But yes, that is Kobe coming into the family. See, now y'all just don't come in and choose violence. His middle name is Marley, just so you know. It is Kobe Marley Noisette. That is actually his middle name. So thank you for that loyalty. Marl Cherise, thank you. Whoever is his favorite, but their worn shirt where he sleeps, comfort blanket, it worked with me. That's, maybe I'll do that. Right now, he loves Mrs. E-Man. Like, he loves her, I think, a little more. But then again, it's also because she like plays with him the most too. So he got a weird foot fetish with her. It's a little disturbing. But thank you for that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely try that out. My man Eric, E-Man, Lee Daniels, and Monique made up. She is replacing Octavia Spencer in the next season of Demon House. Netflix, The Shade Room just reported on Instagram. Thank you for that, Eric. I appreciate that. I have to look into that a little later, because I think that I just saw that news, but like it was a little too quick for me to go and look into it. But hey, Monique has had a long history of having a beef with Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. Hey, if that is the issue that has finally been resolved, then good on them. I'm happy for them. Is that the Haitian? Oh, okay. I should know. I've never been a fan of rum, so I'd never even looked into that, but I should know that, right? Being Haitian and all. But thank you for that. Appreciate that, y'all. Let's see. Eric Iverson back at a new video of Jada laughing at Will smacking Chris. Yeah, I've seen the other angle. We'll talk about all the Will Smith stuff a little later, so y'all can hold off on that for now. But yeah, we'll definitely get into it. Let's see what else we got. Alejandro, thank you so much. E-Man, what up? Sorry I'm late to the party. Yo, Jada read that Hydra Red book to Will, and he was like, I'll comply. By the way, Kobe. Yeah, I know, right? It was like it was more like Star Wars, like execute order 66, and then Will was just like it just went off on it. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Appreciate you, man. AJ, what you got? Heard Grant Gustin might replace Ezra Miller in the Flash movie. Might be an April Fool's news. Speaking of Grant Gustin, you saw how he came in defense of Candace Patton in regards to some of the racist comments. I have not heard any of this, so I would have to look into it. But at the same time, I would also say that y'all should be very, very careful about any sensational news that is coming out on April Fool's Day. So please be very careful with whatever is said and see if it has some traction the day after, because I was on Twitter and there was a whole bunch of Kevin Feige said this, there's a Thor Love and Thunder this and all that. Like, yo, like, don't get sent off. So I have no idea about all that. But we'll listen. If it is news and it carries through, we'll find out a little later. But thank you so much for that contribution. All right, y'all, let's move on. We got the Game of Thrones news. Next up, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is an update for that. But instead of me telling it to you, I'm gonna go ahead and let the man himself tell it to you. So here he is with the latest update for Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Disney Plus series.
Hello, Star Wars fans. Thank you for all your incredible support and response to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have some important news. Our premiere date is moving just a couple of days from Wednesday to Friday, May the 27th. But here's the exciting part. The first 2 episodes will premiere together. So make sure you tune in to both episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, streaming Friday, May the 27th, exclusively on Disney+.
Yes, and there you have it. In case y'all are on the replay gang and y'all didn't even see what I just played, that was Ewan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he was saying that basically they are delaying only slightly because it was supposed to come out May 25th on a Wednesday, but they're pushing Obi-Wan to May 27th. That's a Friday, and that is going to be they're going to drop 2 episodes at the same time, which I think is great. So I love the fact that they're doing that. If I'm not mistaken, let me see how many. I think it's like only 6 episodes on this. Yeah, I think it is. But it is a limited series. It's definitely not going to be a whole lot, but I love the fact that we are getting those 2 episodes nice and early. And on Friday, I hope that this also means that they will well, actually, I don't know, because I don't know if like the whole series is gonna move to Fridays or if it's gonna move back to Wednesdays. Because let me see, you got Moon Knight. No, Moon Knight should be done by then. Yeah, Moon Knight will be done by then. So I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see. I actually reached out to Disney to confirm, and I'm waiting for their answer to see. But I want to say it's only going to be about 6 episodes. It's not going to be a long thing. It's a limited series, so it's kind of like a one-stop shop type of deal. I hope. I need Mace Windu to show up. I need Mace Windu to show up. I need them to just really. I mean, we already saw the Inquisitors in there, and all that. So like, man, that's gonna be something for sure. Good to watch. What are you looking forward to in the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series? Is there anything that you absolutely want to happen? Let me know, or maybe you're not excited about it. Let me know that too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right. Who else we got? Hold on, make sure I didn't skip nobody here. Okay, Ernest, what you got? Navage works better than the pot. Huh. Man, it will clean out your nose really good. Well, I've never heard of this. Man, y'all be coming up with some goods. Okay, I will check that out. I mean, the neti pot has definitely done some things for me, because like I don't know, the first time I used it, I was choking myself like like drowning myself. I scared Mrs. E-Man. She was like, I will never use a neti pot because of whatever I was going through. But now I know how to do it, so it's not that bad. But thank you for that. Appreciate you, sir. All right. Moving on from that. Woo! Y'all, man. Did y'all like the Transformer movies? So the Transformer movies, I don't even remember which ones were good or not. I just remember, I think the first one was really good, and maybe the second one, and all 15, 11 of the rest of them were just terrible. I mean, it just got worse and worse and worse. And I just remember this was the same criticism that I gave to like Godzilla movies and stuff like that. The problems were the fact that, like, yo, I don't watch a Transformer movie to learn about the humans. I don't care about the humans. I want to know what's up with these Transformers. They got a whole battle, a whole war, and y'all keep going to Shia LaBeouf. Like, what? For what? Like, move on. I don't want to see Tyrese talking about some left cheek, left cheek. Like, I did not care. I did not care. I did not care. I did not care. So, with that said, they been should have stopped making those movies a long time ago. And apparently, we're not the only ones to have that belief. But it looks like Michael Bay just said Spielberg also told him to stop making those movies, and he should have stopped. He finally get it. But here's what Michael Bay finally said. He said, I made too many of them. Steven Spielberg said, just stop at 3. And I said I'd stop. The studio begged me to do a 4th. And then that made $1 billion too. And then I said, I'm going to stop here. And they begged me again. I should have stopped, but they were fun to do. Well, look, I get it. Money talks. Ain't no way you can make a movie, have it make $1 billion, and then walk away. Look at, and this is the part that kind of frustrates me, right? Because this feel that knowing that, and I think we always know that the money is always an issue, right? But his confession compared to the quality of the movies that came after, it sounds like his heart wasn't really in it. Yeah, it might have been fun to make them, but like, if you're not inspired to actually do something and to make it meaningful, and if you're just doing it for the money, there's like a very good chance that like the movie's not going to be that good. Like, why are you forcing this? And this is just one thing I'm a little concerned about with Joker, because Joker made over $1 billion in box office, and Todd Phillips and even Joaquin Phoenix were like, we're good. That's it. We don't want, we did what we did, and I like Joker. I really, really enjoyed Joker. And the studio was like, you made $1 billion. We want another one. And they kind of forced they're pushing Todd Phillips to do it. Now, last time I read, there was like a delay in the script with that. But I'm just kind of concerned. Same thing happened also with A Quiet Place Part 2. John Krasinski didn't want to make a sequel. He had no plans for a sequel, but the movie was so good that he had that pressure from the studio, and they was like, yo, make another one. Now, luckily, Quiet Place Part 2 was actually pretty good. Now, I still like the first one, but the sequel was pretty good. But because of the money, because of greed, what ended up happening? They got A Quiet Place Part 3 coming out, and a series, a TV series or whatever. I think it's for HBO Max. Don't quote me on that. So I'm just sitting here like, man, or yeah, that one, because certain people gave it a whole lot of money. They had to go make a part 2. Man, I'm so sick of this. Anyway, how do you feel about Michael Bay's comments? I mean, do you blame him? Like, they made him, they gave him a bag for making them movies. And if them movies made a whole lot of money, I mean, are you gonna say no to that? Even if the next movie's boo-boo? And apparently, if people keep paying for boo-boo movies, y'all just gonna keep getting boo-boo movies. There's no reason for them to be like, hey, let's make these actually better, because people just gonna buy them anyway. But I agree with Steven Spielberg and I agree with Michael Bay that they should have stopped. They should have definitely stopped at 3. You could have had a nice little trilogy or whatever, and that could have been the end of that. But no, they gotta have the movie, they gotta have the money, they gotta get it anyway. Let me know what you think about Michael Bay being told to stop making Transformer movies at 3, or maybe you enjoyed them all and you're happy that they made all 5, 6, 11 of them or whatever, and you cool with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's get to some of these other comments here. Strange Marvel Theories, what's going on? Thank you so much. Remember, though the world is going crazy, Yibambe, Amandala, peace, love, prosperity to you all. Wakanda forever. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. Strange Marvel Theories, appreciate you. Let's see what else we got. Nelson V, what you got for me? Bay and Studios was greedy and gave us bad content. That's what happens when you rush creativity. Y'all remember the Watchmen series on HBO? Fantastic series, right? David Lindoff, I think his name is, was the producer, showrunner, or whatever. And once that series was done, everybody was like, yo, this is dope. You got to continue it. You got to keep going. And he was like, nah. And it was like, why won't you continue? Like, it was a great show. He was like, nah, I don't want to do it because I don't have any good ideas. I have no reason to do it. I'm not inspired to do it. Good. Because as I've told y'all, I take the subway approach. Okay. I have no problem waiting for you to make my food correctly. Okay. I don't need the fast food. If I know you're gonna make my sandwich the way I need it to be made, exactly, hey, toast that up. Hey, yo, put that on there. Yo, give me these little extra things. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be fine with that. I can wait. So yeah, I'm the same way with movies as well. Take all the time you need to make sure the movie is good and it works, and I'm fine with that. Thank you so much for that, Nelson. Appreciate you. Eric, thank you so much. Just like Transformers, Lionsgate making the Expendables 4 with 50 Cent and Megan Fox just stop. Yeah, they are they're gonna milk them cows. They're gonna milk them cows, and I'm not talking about any women or nothing. Don't be trying to cancel me now. I'm talking about the movies. They're gonna milk them movies for as much as they can. But like I said, I just really hope that they focus on making them good first. Let's see. Derek Gaines, thank you so much. Sorry for lagging behind, but I have problems with my card. If you want to know more about the Inquisitors, watch Star Wars Rebels, facts. And the first 2 Transformers was decent. It fell off after that. Facts on facts. Yeah, I just could not really do I couldn't do the other ones. Like, they just got worse to me. But thank you so much for that, Derek. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let me move on to the next topic. We got a little bit of Doctor Strange 2 update. As y'all know, Doctor Strange 2 is probably gonna come through here and knock people away, knock their socks off. I think it is going to be I've said that I think it has the potential to be similar or match Spider-Man No Way Home. But that's not the only similarity that it has. Apparently, we just found out the runtime for Doctor Strange 2 is approximately 148 minutes. And what that means is it's going to be about the same amount of time as Spider-Man No Way Home, which is great because I thought, Spider-Man No Way Home, that was about 2.5 hours long or something like that. So Doctor Strange is going to be 2.5 hours long. I think that is fantastic. I cannot wait. That is going to be my number one movie that I'm excited for this year. By the way, of course, y'all know I am doing a watch party. Actually, I think tickets start going on sale next week, maybe, I think. But I will definitely be renting out a theater. Here is the deal. I need to know, because I know some of y'all have been asking, because I think some of y'all are coming from out of town even. I need a pre-head count before I start sending out RSVPs. I need a pre-head count. So if you go into the description, if you're on YouTube, If you go in the description of this video, I have a link that has like Eman's watch party pre-RSVP. Please just go on there, fill it out. Just let me know how many people. It's really just so I know how many seats to get, just in case, because I'll be getting a lot of seats, and usually I get around like 100 seats. I might need to get more than that. I don't know. Now, if you're watching on Twitch or on Facebook, I'm putting the form link in the comments here, in the comment section. So feel free to click on that. If that does not work, please let me know. But yeah, all I need is just kind of like your name, your email, just little info like that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spam nobody. But if you're outside of Chicago, Illinois, and you're coming in, let me know. Actually, don't even worry about that. If you just want to come, just let me know so I can again have a head count for how many people are coming. Because it is we're gonna have a good time. We are gonna have a good time. I'm telling you, them watch parties be too much fun. Anybody that's been so far, and I don't want to jinx nothing, but so far I've done maybe like 5 watch parties. Every single one been hot. Every single one. So we are going to be, and just so y'all know, this is going to be in Country Club Hills at the Marcus Theater. It's Marcus Theaters in Country Club Hills, Illinois. And it's probably going to be on, when does it come out? Let's see. I think May 5th or something like that. Is that when it comes out? Yeah, May. Okay. So we're going to be shooting for the Thursday. So that's May 5th. May 5th is a Thursday. So because this movie also is long, I'm gonna try and get maybe the 7 o'clock show, maybe 7:30, hopefully. Because by the time the movie's over, it's gonna be like 10 o'clock. And it's gonna be on the Thursday night. So it's definitely going to be something to look forward to. I highly encourage y'all to get y'all tickets as early as you can. I would not be shocked if Doctor Strange 2 made ticketing systems and stuff crash on that day. Same thing happened with Spider-Man. Listen, I told you I had my little critic senses. I told y'all Spider-Man was going to be sold out. Forget the pandemic. Now it's going to be closer to summertime. People going to be out of school. It's going to get nuts. Okay, it's gonna get nuts. So be aware. Let's see. Ali, what you got? Eman, we already booked flights and everything. Yo, that's so dope. That is so dope. That is gonna be, listen, I cannot wait to see all of y'all. That is gonna be awesome. To have everybody show up there. It is going to be great. But make sure you fill out that form. I will also send an official form to RSVP once you actually do once I have the tickets and everything. I will send out another RSVP, and that'll be a little bit more formal. It'll tell you more information. But right now I'm just trying to get a head count. But thank you so much for that, Alib. Can't wait to see you guys. Puma Lee, thank you so much. I just heard Mackie was cast to play a variation of a Venom villain for the next movie. Man, don't be letting them April Fool's jokes get you. Don't let, oh my God. Oh man, that has got to be April Fool's. Thank you so much for that. Alejandro also planning on buying tickets from Miami to join. Come on, let's go. Yo, this is gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. I'm mad because like where we're gonna be at, the bar closes at like 10, so it's really just gonna be like hang out. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I could talk to the manager or something, see if he can kind of let us in, a little bit and chill. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there. But it'll be fantastic to have all of y'all show up. That'll be so great. All right, let's move on to the next topic. I don't know how y'all feel about this. I know some people got some issues with these things, but y'all, there's gonna be a It prequel series. And that is currently in the works at HBO Max. This is I don't know how y'all feel about this. I know a lot of people got these issues with clowns and stuff. But looks like they're going to do this prequel. Let's see. What do they have information wise? Oh, okay. The series is currently called Welcome to Derry. It will begin in the 1960s, the time leading up to the events of It Part 1 and the 2017 film based on the Stephen King horror novel. The story is also said to include the origin story of Pennywise the Clown. Interesting. I will say that. I never read the books, but I always enjoyed the TV series that came out, like, what was it, in the 90s or something like that. And I actually like the movies. I think the first It Part 1 was better than the second one. But I like both of them all together. But a prequel, I don't know. Like, and it's in the 60s. I don't know. Like, I have no idea how to feel about it. Y'all let me know if prequel is something that will interest you. The only thing that's always been kind of like interesting to me with when it comes to it is actually more of the supernatural stuff that kind of goes along with it. You know, like how him and I mean, if you've read the books, you know, it and what is it, the magic flying turtle or something like that. I don't know. Like, I ain't read the books, but I read about half of the stuff that be going on. It's wild. So I'm like, are y'all gonna show the magic turtle too? I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm interested in seeing how are y'all feeling about a It prequel series. Is this something that you are looking forward to? Is this something that, you know, maybe you good on? Maybe you like, nah, I'm straight. I don't like clowns. I get that too, you know. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's get this real quick. Friga's belt. I'm moving to Austin, Texas for a new job next week. Can y'all conference me in for the move? I don't know about conferencing you in, but we'll that's funny. I don't know if they're gonna allow that. But congrats on moving to Texas and the new job, Frigga. Appreciate. Thank you for the contribution. And so happy for you and your new move. Thank you so much. Let's see, and congrats. Strange Marvel, what you got? E-Man, once the dust settles on Doctor Strange 2, who and what do you think will be canonized into the MCU after all is said and done? See, this is like incredibly difficult to answer because anything and everything is possible. I mean, my money is on Deadpool. I think Deadpool will make an appearance. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we already have Patrick Stewart, so X-Men, mutants. I wouldn't be surprised if Hugh Jackman, you know, made maybe a small cameo. I don't know. But yeah, that would be the main thing I could think of. But I think they're going to use that more so to show variations of characters and their variants rather than completely new characters. Again, I could be mistaken, but this is one of the reasons why you don't see me making theory videos on this movie, because anything is possible. Like, it's so wide open. They can do so much with it. It's not really worth going through all the exercise because, again, I don't want nobody getting their hopes up thinking that something's going to happen when 50 million other things could happen, you know? So I'm just going to go in and wait and watch and see what they give me in Doctor Strange 2, because I'm just ready to be blown away with this whole movie. But thank you so much for that contribution. I really appreciate you. Okay, let's move on because we definitely got some more news. We got some sad news. So as you probably heard, or some of you have heard, y'all, Bruce Willis is going to be retiring from acting. And the actor is doing this because he has aphasia. And that, from what my understanding, that is a condition that impairs language and communication. So, you know, I've heard things about how while he's on set, he would have to like wear an earpiece just because he would need somebody to like tell him his lines and stuff. Um just not too long ago, Kevin Smith actually apologized to him because um I guess like Bruce wasn't doing a good job or something like that in some movie that they were in. and even the Razzie Awards, which basically gives you an award for like the worst movies, or so like Space Jam. LeBron James got a Razzie for being the worst actor, of the year. They rescinded their award for Bruce Willis. I forget which movie it was in, but he was in some movie that was like not that good, and they rescinded that once that diagnosis came out. And it's been kind of sad because, like, if you've noticed, he has been in a lot of straight to streaming movies. I mean, this is Mr. Die Hard, right? Like, this is a guy who, he was Mr. Hollywood for a good minute, especially in the 90s. And over time, like, it's just been kind of going down, but now we kind of know why, and I think he's been just doing as many movies as possible before he hangs it up, so sad news that that is happening. But you know hopefully, everything is all good with him. I don't really know that much more about the disease or anything. I don't know if there's like a cure. I heard that there are treatments, so maybe it'll do something. I don't know. But like, I believe his daughter posted something on Instagram. And you can, if you want, you can read it. It's just basically saying that he's stepping away. But sad news for him. Very talented actor, iconic, I would say, iconic. No one's gonna take away. We'll always remember Die Hard. We'll always remember his roles. But sad. It's sad. How are you feeling about Bruce Willis stepping away from acting? Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's move on to this other comment here. Puma Lee. When are we getting a second season of that Nazi Hunter show with Al Pacino? Hunters, or a prequel to Lovecraft Country? I don't know, but I want both. I don't know. I was just looking at that, and I didn't see anything about it. I love that series. If you have not watched it, go check out Hunters on Amazon Prime. First season, I think, is rock solid. And anything Lovecraft Country, I don't know. Like, I don't know the behind the scenes of what's going on. I think it's just HBO that was just like, nah, we good. But then again, think about it like this. HBO, Warner, like, there was that big merger with Discovery. So maybe new regime, new executives, maybe somebody has a change of heart. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Puma. Let me see if I got any more here. All right, Derek Gaines, man, I have to go. A little father-daughter time. All good. I told her you were sick. Her response told me she likes you too much. Tell me it's taken. I said, what's going on, and good night. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it through this though. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you catch it on the replay though, bro. All right, take it easy. Let's see. All right, let's move on. Bruce Willis is not the only one who's considering retiring. Apparently Jim Carrey is also on the verge of retiring. He said that he's fairly serious about retiring from acting. He's had enough. He's done, or he's done enough. During an interview with for Sonic 2, he was saying, well, I'm retiring. I'm getting fairly serious. It depends. If the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for the people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break. He continued and said, I really like my quiet life, and I really like putting paint on a canvas, and I really love my spiritual life. And I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough. Wow. I respect that. I respect that. You know, Jim Carrey has done a lot. I mean, Ace Ventura, The Mask. He's I personally like 23. I know a lot of people didn't. Truman Show. This In Living Color. Like, if he want to retire, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't like it because I just saw Sonic, the first one, not when it came out, and I thought he was the best part of the movie. You know, um, but I can't be mad at anybody choosing peace. Over everything else. You chose peace, your own peace. I'm not mad at that at all. So, shout out to him, for finding himself. And now I'm pretty sure, like he said, the door is not completely closed. There's always going to be some sort of role, something out there that's going to be, attractive, maybe. But I got no problem with him waiting for now. Shout out to him. I wish we all could have enough and do enough and enjoy our spiritual lives, or go paint, or go do whatever, like, hey, good on him. Good on him. But how are you feeling about Jim Carrey taking a break, ending? And that's crazy because he's gonna have Sonic 2. Like, what if he's really good in Sonic 2? Like, I don't know. I feel like that might make things a little harder to accept, but I can't be mad at him. Can't be mad. Let me know your thoughts and comments about Jim Carrey potentially retiring. Puma Lee, been a fan of Bruce since Moonlighting. Yeah. He was really good at Moonlighting as well. That's late 80s, I want to say. Yeah, that was he's been great for a long time. Antoinette. Let's see. The Sixth Sense blew me away. Loved him in it. Very low-key performance. Sixth Sense was one of the best movies. When we talk about shock value, surprise value, that was fantastic. I'm just so mad M. Night Shyamalan has not been able to top that ever since. Like, it's been downhill. But Bruce Willis was great in The Sixth Sense. Facts. Thank you so much for that. Eric, Eddie Murphy cast to play George Clinton in a biopic. Yes, I did hear about that. I'm not really sure. I'll wait until more information comes out about that, but thank you for that, Eric. Let's see. Angel, want to know your thoughts about Abbott Elementary on ABC. It's a funny show. I think it's hilarious. It's even more funny because, my wife being a teacher, like, I see the other side, like, it's one thing people be like, teachers work so hard. No, like, they really do a lot, so this show, like, just showing a sliver of what it's really like, and putting that comedy and humor behind it is fantastic. I know a lot of other teachers that really love and appreciate the show, and to me, it's like, if you can get that target group to co-sign on what you're doing, then you're doing something right. So Abbott Elementary is absolutely great television, rock solid show, and definitely worth watching. Thank you so much for that, Angel. Let's see. Eric, Chris Evans and Scarlett doing a movie, Project Artemis. Eric, you just own it with the new, like, you just gonna need your own show, man. Just coming in with all the stuff. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to look into that too. But thank you, Eric. Appreciate you. Let's see. Brian, what's going on? E-Man, you ain't forget me, did you? Nope, not at all, man. Thank you so much for making it back. Always a good thing to see the vets return. Alejandro, what's going on? He is a liar. Liar was really funny. That was really funny. And Dumb and Dumber. Like, Jim got some classics. Jim Carrey has some classics. Okay, listen. He will never be forgotten. Let's see. Storm Shadow, thank you so much. Just wanted to say, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Consistency, making moves, recast T'Challa, save T'Challa, Albanese for me's. Yes. Get on them Albanese. I told y'all about that. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, Storm Shadow. Another top vet, y'all. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let me move on to the next one here. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make it through. What else do we have? Oh, okay. So we got not Black Panther 2, but just a little Black Panther news. Nothing too crazy. We got a couple things here with Ryan Coogler. We just learned that he is actually going to be a part of the Ironheart series. Now, we don't know if he's going to be directing. We don't know if he's going to be writing. I think now we do know that Ironheart or Riri Williams is going to be portrayed in Black Panther 2. So which is going to be starring, which is directed and written by Ryan Coogler. But with his involvement here, I think it was just like another star of the show that just said like, "Oh yeah, he's involved." My guess here is that he is just going to be uh a producer. I think he's just going to be a producer. I don't think he's going to direct this. To be honest, like I would like a black woman to direct Ironheart, for Riri Williams. I think that would just be more appropriate. It would I'm not saying a man can't do it. I just think that there'd be more value if a black woman did it. So I think that Ryan Coogler is probably cognizant of that too. And he would probably give that opportunity to another director. So hopefully that happens. But that's gonna be interesting. Are y'all looking forward to Ironheart? I mean, it's a little early to say. Ironheart, for those of y'all that don't know, Riri Williams is pretty much going to be like, I don't want to say an Iron Man replacement, but she's going to be like one of the smartest people in the world, right? Like Tony Stark is not going to be there anymore. She's going to develop her own type of technology that's similar to Iron Man. They might bring the hologram Tony Stark. That was what happened in the comics. I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. is going to sign off on that or not. That'd be kind of interesting if they do. But yeah. So are y'all looking forward to Ironheart? Does Ryan Coogler's involvement make it any more interesting for you? Let me know. There was another story here. This one I thought was kind of interesting because in case y'all have, back when Black Panther first came out, a lot of people were talking about how the movie was overrated or blah, 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 whatever issues. But the one thing a lot of people had an issue with were the special effects. The special effects at the end were not that great. Okay. It didn't bother me like a lot. I noticed it, but it didn't bother me a lot to the point where, like some other people were like, oh, those 2 minutes of CGI fighting ruined the whole movie. Stop it. Stop it. Like, for me, that was not the case. But we do have some insight now on what happened. And apparently, according to, and I won't go through the whole article, but you can definitely check it out if you like on the direct. The special effects artists basically came out and were like, hey, we were supposed to do this, right? We were supposed to do the final battle scene or whatever, and Marvel pushed up the deadline. Marvel wanted them done at a certain point. And what the artists were saying here is that if you rush the process, there's only so much we can do. So what did Marvel do? Because they couldn't finish the effects in time, Marvel actually went to another visual effects studio to take care of that. Now, the problem is one studio has a lot of software and information on one program, another one has another one. They don't talk all the time. They don't transfer equally. So they're only getting maybe like the new studio's only getting like 80%, 70% of the files and the images and all that stuff. And they have to work from scratch to like try and do that in that little deadline. So I say all that to say, if you did happen to have an issue with the special effects in Black Panther, that's on Marvel. They should have delayed it if that was the case. But they wanted to have that movie come out in February, right? But hey, They wanted it early, and this is what happens when you rush. When you rush things are not gonna come out all that well. I think just like actually Aquaman. So Aquaman got pushed till next year. It was supposed to come out like this year, later this year. James Wan, the director, he posted on his social media and was like, y'all, this is actually a good thing because there was no way I was going to get the special effects done for Aquaman. Now that I got like an extra 3 months, I can really polish this up. So again, I will wait for quality. Okay. You tell me you need some time to make it look nice, feel good, and all that, I will take that. You don't need to, we already have to wait months and months and months for these movies in the first place. What's a couple days? What's a couple weeks? What's another month? We already used to stuff getting pushed in the pandemic anyway. So just go ahead and do that if that means you're going to make the movie better. So just wanted to give that little bit of insight for some of y'all in case you were wondering about why the special effects were so bad. We do have some other fantastic news for Black Panther, and that is a new article on Screen Rant. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I don't know if you've seen it. Wait a minute. Is that my name? It is. Oh, they done messed up. Oh, they done messed up. They done let your boy write an article about why recasting T'Challa would actually honor Chadwick Boseman's legacy. Ooh, they messed up. They messed up. Got them eyeballs on that sucker now. Ooh, they messed up. Listen, y'all already know I go through everything that you need to see. So if you ever need any bullet points or information, you already know you can go right there to Screen Rant. That's there. Okay, it's there for people to read. I got all the arguments, well, not all of them, but I got the main stuff, right? So we got the quote, from that he gave to Roland Martin. I want people to see the role and not me. We got his brother, backing him up. I talk about how, T'Challa's only been king in the MCU for 2 years. That's it. I need y'all to realize he's only been a king for 2 years. He's been dead longer than he's been king. And we want to call it a legacy by potentially killing him off? Yikes. So definitely go check out that article. Feel free to give it a share if and when you can. There's no other I don't have any other updates or anything on I see you were asking about Yolande Noel. Nothing really is gonna pop off from that. I've told y'all before, when it comes to recast T'Challa, it's gonna have ups and it's gonna have downs. Like this right here, this is only to kind of keep the conversation going a little bit, but it's gonna go down again. Like the Yolande Noel thing, that was cool, but it's gonna go down. It's not gonna be a constant thing that's going to happen every day, every news cycle. But we're gonna keep people reminded, and like I said, the real time for all of this to get all the energy is when the trailer drops. When the trailer drops, that's gonna be something. Yes, thank you. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You got patience is key. I'm telling y'all, every move y'all think y'all want to make, I don't care if y'all want to boycott, I don't care if y'all don't want to go see the movie, I don't care, whatever it is, I'm telling y'all, it's a marathon. Be patient. Wait for Marvel to act, and then voice your opinions even stronger, because we've made our case. The case is there. At this point, we just kind of bringing people in who haven't heard and just introducing them and stuff. But after this, it's going to be on and popping when that trailer drop. Oh, man. All right. Let me Excuse me. Oh gosh, I am so sorry, y'all. I think I missed a comment. Let me go back up and check. Okay, I see that one. Hold on, give me a second here, y'all. Okay, all right, I'm caught up. What we got? There we go. Nelson B. I didn't even notice the CGI glitch in Black Panther because I was so excited to see the movie. I am a little worried about Black Panther 2 after the drama of making it. Yeah, I mean, they had time though. I'll say that. They've been it's been delayed almost 6 months because Black Panther was really supposed to come out in July, if I'm not mistaken. So they've had time. They've had time to mess with it and do whatever they got to do. I've already told y'all they've put more money into this second movie. And it is they put more money into it, and they are gonna do a lot of stuff to make you believe. The hell? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Something fell on me. That was weird. Anyway, they're gonna do a lot of stuff to make you think that not moving forward with T'Challa is okay. So we'll see. I don't think that that'll ever be okay, but we'll see how that goes. Because right now they're just gonna do that to the main audience, and not like actual Black Panther fans. Let's see. Winter Soldier, what you got? Out here doing big things. You're amazing, E-Man. Oh, thank you. Hope you feel better soon. Much love to you and your growing family. Thank you so much, Winter Soldier. I appreciate that. Let's see, Dorian, what you got? Sad that you got to bring receipts when every other character gets recast. It's big money to have lots of actors play a part. Spider-Man, Bond. Yeah, it is. That's how legacies are created, by recasting. Recasting has never been a negative thing, but let Marvel tell it and people will just believe it. Thank you for that. Sean, thank you so much. Hey, my dude, not to be that guy. It's visual effects, not special. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Special effects are effects done practically where visual effects are done in post. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm not above being corrected. Trust me. I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you so much. Let's see. Pumali, what you got? That was the mysterious writer and Screen Rant. Oh, Screen Rant, very cool. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead and recast the child. Thank you for that, Pumali. Appreciate you. Let's see what else. Tygon, what you got? I think Agnes Cloud could be a great Danny Rand. Iron Fist, get his body right, and give him the right material, and it could be cool. Please recast Iron Fist. I don't care. Get whoever you want. I don't care. Get whoever you want. I just don't want him in there. I don't want Danny Rand. So whatever. Y'all can put up all the people you want. Like, yes, okay, fine. Just move on to somebody else. All right, let's see. We got some more stuff. Oh, we got to get to the Wildin' Out stuff here. Y'all boy, Ezra Miller. What in the heck is going on with him? Listen, this is a problem. Ezra Miller. Matter of fact, let me go before that. Hold on. Ezra Miller has had a whole lot of issues going on with him. First, this dude is going out talking about he gonna target the KKK, and he was gonna get a posse of people or whatever and have them like go killing the KKK or something like that. Like, what? And then hold on. I know we talked about this before, but then there was like another issue where he was like choking some lady or something like that, like in a store or something like that. Like, Yeah, here goes the video right here. Looked like he was choking her, put her on the ground. Like I don't understand what's going on. And then recently, he had been arrested in Hawaii at a karaoke bar because apparently he just didn't like what they were singing. So he went up there and started threatening them and was throwing all these like incendiary comments and stuff. And he got arrested for this at that time. And then right after that, while he was like out there in Hawaii, I think like a couple, it was a married couple, they had hosted him. They was like, "Hey, Ezra Miller's here. Like you can come and, stay with us." Right? So he's staying with them, and for whatever reason, he burst into their room and threatened to kill them. So they hit him with a restraining order. I don't know, y'all. Something is wrong with him. And I think it's alcohol related because he's had issues in the past with that. But here's my issue. What is WB going to do about this? Because how do you market this? You have a substance abuse problem, or maybe it's mental illness. I don't know. But what I don't want is a different standard to be placed on Ezra Miller than somebody else that was doing it. Because if we're being honest, if this was like another actor, probably a black actor or minority actor, there'd be problems. There'd be problems. I don't understand why he keeps getting a pass. You choke somebody out. You threatened and lunged at some people at karaoke. You're threatening the KKK, trying to incite violence or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I don't like the KKK at all, and I'm not trying to defend them, but you're trying to go out your way to incite violence. And then you go bursting into a couple's house who invited you and threatened to kill them. And you've been arrested. How are you still employed right now? Like, what is WB doing where they like, no, we have to have Ezra Miller? He doesn't have to be the Flash. If y'all don't get Grant Gustin and just pull him in, that's the only Flash I acknowledge at this point, because this buddy is wilding. What is going on? And now this actually brings a little bit more insight to what Ray Fisher was talking about. Ray Fisher, if y'all recall, aka Cyborg from the Justice League, he told y'all it starts at the top. All these people at the top at WB, they got some issues, according to him. And all I see is like, you got this dude that's out here getting arrested, that's doing nothing. What are y'all interviews going to be like during the media frenzy? You don't think somebody going to ask him that during the press junket? You don't think somebody's going to be like, "Hey, man, why you wilding, Barry?" You don't think somebody going to bring that up? How y'all going to explain this? How you going to promote a movie like that? And y'all just turn a blind eye? Now, I'm not saying that WB is responsible for him. I'm not saying that, because he's responsible for himself, and his management team should be like, where are his friends? Where are his people? I think that, especially with the Flash movie being delayed so many times, I think because it's supposed to set things up, right? It's supposed to be like, I think, a big reset button for WB in general. I don't I don't think they want to mess with this, but they need to. Y'all need to just recast them. At this point, just recast them. I hate that recasting is such a word that we throwing out there, but this seems like a perfect time to recast. Ain't nobody gonna miss this Flash movie. We'll be okay. If you need to bring in, listen, they've done this before. This is nothing crazy. Remember Kevin Spacey? When Kevin Spacey was acting out, doing all his stuff, they got what was it, Christopher Plummer or whoever to come in and play the role. So like, actors get recast all the time. He is a liability right now. And you can't tell me that if y'all went and got Grant Gustin, that people wouldn't come and see that. I would totally come and see that. And I believe it. I don't care if you even made it up and was like, yeah, Grant Gustin's the same one from Justice League. I don't care. I know how to make believe. I'm already watching the dude running like he walking in water and stuff. I can make believe. We all do it when we go into these theaters anyway. It's not that hard. We'd understand. You dealing with the speed force and all that stuff. This dude is a problem and he needs help. So to me, I'm like, if WB is not going to give him help, if they're not going to give him rehab or, whatever, they got to get rid of him. They got to recast him because I don't see how he's going to help you make more money in any of this. He's supposed to be your franchise player for this movie. I don't know. Because all this protection, I don't like it. All I'm saying is this silence and this protection around him reeks of privilege. Because I don't think anybody else who's had, assault issues, a restraining order, been arrested, would still be allowed to do. Like, what does he have that is garnering that level of protection? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Ezra. I've never really been. He wasn't like a terrible Flash. Y'all already know. I just hated the way he ran. And I don't care. People could talk about like, oh, how are you supposed to run in the fort? How about you run the way you've always been running in the comics and in the animated series and in like TV show? How about we run like that? How about we run like that? Because I heard some other people talking about like, well, how are you supposed to run through the Speed Force? You run the way that they've always been running. That's how you run. Just like this. That's fine. Just a normal little stride. All this wave is swimming in the. Get out of here, weirdos. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about Ezra Miller because I think he's tweaking. I don't think it's mental illness. And even if it is mental illness, he needs help. Even if it is, he needs help. If it's substance abuse, he needs help. Whatever it is, his people needs to get him. They need to come. They need to surround. Look, just like Lindsay Lohan, like your people need to come and get you. So like for him, man, this is a problem. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about Ezra Miller, and all this stuff. And what do you think WB should do? Let me know your thoughts. Alejandro. Bet Flash is going to get recast T'Challa. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that'd be the best move. I mean, I'm not saying go deep fake him or whatever, but like, it's not going to be the end of the world if they just recast him. It really is not. Like, everyone will understand. Dude is a problem. Just do it. So yeah, I'm with it. Thank you for that. Puma Lee, what you got? No jokes. It sounds like bipolar or short. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But all I know is that in the reports I hear, it usually involves drinking. So maybe it's a drinking issue. Maybe he has anger management issues. I don't know. But like the fact that he out here threatening everybody all the time, it's like, why are you threatening people all the time? Like, he gonna bark up the wrong tree one day. Somebody gonna listen. He gonna don't get smacked. I'm just saying. Christopher, what you got? Thank you so much. It's like he is turning into another Shia LaBeouf, right? Right. And you saw what happened with Shia LaBeouf, right? Like he started. They had to calm him down too. Yes, good point. Good point. He is turning into another Shia LaBeouf right now. Ty, thank you so much, Ty. I'm always appreciative of you, your contributions. Thank you so much. Nelson, what you got? Ray Fisher versus Ezra Miller, double standard. Yeah, because Ray Fisher has just been like, yo, all I wanted was, an apology. He just wanted an apology. He just didn't want, and they couldn't do that. But I'll just say right now, they're not looking any better. They have to address these situations because this is like, do y'all condone this? Y'all okay with this? Because y'all not saying nothing. It's an issue. It's an issue. Let's see. Dorian, what you got? Why are our celebrities and rich, famous people above the law? I don't know, man. Money, fame, but like, it's Ezra Miller. It's not like he's, Tom Cruise. Like, that's why I'm so perplexed about this. I'm like, Ezra Miller is replaceable. You don't need Ezra Miller for anything. Like, I don't know. He's not above the law, in my opinion. Yeah, he shouldn't be above. To me, he's not worth protecting if I'm WB, because Ezra Miller is not going to get you $1 billion movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had The Rock, if you had, Tom Cruise, okay, now I can kind of see you're gonna choose the money over that. But it's Ezra Miller. Like, go get XYZ teen heartthrob person, put him in the role, and it'll be fine. We'll see what happens though. Strange Marvel, evoke Crisis on Infinite Earths and replace Ezra with another Barry Flash. That's simple. That's simple. It's not hard. It's all fiction. It's all fiction. They could totally do that. Totally do that. But anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's get to this here real quick, because I know some of y'all want to talk about it. All right, now again, we are not going to talk about spoilers for this. We are just going to talk about the news for it. Now, in case you haven't known, Morbius has been released after many delays. Of course, the official delay or the official release would be on April Fool's, right? You can also check out my review. It is posted on my channel right now. It's no secret, I did not particularly care for this movie. It does have some, decent things in it. But it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. It's just not. Like, my biggest issue is the fact that some things literally just don't make sense. Like, they just don't make sense. And it was insulting. Like, I know some people are okay with just being entertained, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But I find it insulting when you just do certain things in the movie and act like we're supposed to act like it makes sense when it doesn't. So and again, like, that might not bother other people. That's okay. Illogical nonsense is like a pet peeve for me. So if something doesn't add up and it's a plot hole, that's a problem for me. I don't like that. It's irritating. Like, the way they try to connect this with the previous MCU movies or whatever, with No Way Home and stuff like that, it literally makes no sense. It's a direct contradiction. Everything in the post-credit scene is stupid because it literally is just like, we just threw this in there. So now, with that said, you can still find entertainment in it because, like I told y'all before, I like the visuals. The visuals were cool, except it got a little overdone with it, with all the clouds or whatever they were doing. and I've always said that, of course, y'all should still go watch the movie and make up your own mind 100%. Don't just take my word for it, figure it out yourself. I would just recommend either watch it as a matinee, $5 Tuesday, or stream it, you know. And so like I've told y'all a lot of the red flags for this before. One of the red flags was that this movie was releasing, I'm sorry, they did the screening like the same day or the day before the actual release. That's not a good sign. The press was not all that good for this movie. So at some point you got to realize, like, even the studio was not that confident in this movie. The studios, they know when they have a hit on their hands. And I think another bad sign, y'all see how Marvel, and I hate to always use Marvel, but sorry, they are leading the charge right now in superhero movies. Y'all saw how Marvel was when it came to spoilers, right? They made a whole thing about not spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home or anything like that, right? But what did Sony do? Sony literally had the director of Morbius go on Cinema Blend on Twitter and spoil the movie. They just spoiled the movie. They was just like, yep, this happens. Yep, that happens. Oh, this, yeah. Yep, all of that. How are you confident in a movie, but you're spoiling the entire thing? I've never seen something like that happen before. Never. Like, even for some of the worst movies, they still at least try to maintain some level of secrecy to still get you in to the theaters, right? This dude was just like, nah, man. Yeah, that shows up. Yeah, that happens. Uh-huh. Yup. And then to make matters worse, they lied to y'all. And y'all remember I told you that I don't have a problem with No Way Home. No Way Home's trailers were misleading, right? They were misleading in the sense that, maybe they erase somebody, but then they show them later and all that stuff. But they done changed stuff up. They promised you all these MCU connections and stuff, and then they changed it. They changed it. The Vulture was gonna be all up in it, and they changed all that too. I don't even want to read like what happens in this because I feel like it's kind of spoilery. I mean, it's from the director. The director don't care, but all them little MCU connections and stuff, they changed that. Now, some people might be under the impression that this is something coming from Marvel or whatever. I don't believe that that's true. I don't believe that Marvel is like, hey, you can't take our characters and blah, 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 blah. I don't think that's true. I think that you have to look at it from a business perspective. Marvel came in and made 3 Spider-Man movies for you where you didn't do so well with 3 Spider-Man movies. Your first 2 with the GOAT, Toby, were great. Your third one failed. Your Amazing Spider-Man was okay. Your second Amazing Spider-Man was disappointing. So that was 3 failures right there. Then Marvel came in to step in to help you. And by the way, Marvel tried to help you with Amazing Spider-Man 2, according to the Sony email leaks. They tried to help y'all back then, but y'all ignored everything they said. Y'all ignore them. Kevin Feige gave them free advice on how to make Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 good, and Sony ignored all of it. It was like, yeah, we don't need your advice, and your movie didn't do too hot. So then, Marvel comes in and makes 3 movies: Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, and they're setting records with these things. They make you a good couple 800 million here. They make you another billion there. Then they making you another billion there. You have to think about, what if that was your company? What if you were running Sony? If you were running Sony and you had to go up to your shareholders and be like, look at all this money we just made. And they look back at you and be like, yeah, with Marvel's help, why do we need you here? You could see how that might strike the ego a little bit. So don't be surprised if a lot of the decision making is more so like, nah, we got this. We don't need Marvel's help. We got this because we're going to create our own Sony Marvel universe that shouldn't need the crutch of the MCU. I think that's what's going on. I don't know for sure, but I would not be surprised because you don't want somebody else coming in and running your own company for you or outshining you in your own playground. That's not something, that's not a good look. You know, how you going to get your little CEO bonus? You know? So I think that that's the case. Now for the fans, I think it matters that we just get the best product. I don't care who makes the movie. I don't care if it's Sony. I don't care if it's Marvel. I'm just here for the good movie. Give me the good product. However y'all want to do it, however y'all want to split up the money, I don't care. Just give me the right stuff. So that brings us to this other news. Morbius's opening night box office is half of Venom 2. Yikes. All right. So first Venom made like $800 million. Second Venom, which to this day I will stand on, is trash. I don't say that with a lot of movies. That's a trash movie. That came out at least during the pandemic, like when it was a little bit higher. We are a little bit out of the pandemic. We're moving forward, and you can't even beat that. And to be honest, you know, because I know a lot of people are asking like which one is better, Venom 2 or Morbius. Personally, I would say Morbius is better than Venom 2. I'm telling you, Venom 2 is terrible. It is such a terrible movie on so many levels. Morbius is a little bit better than that. And yeah, Lonnie, I'm right there with you. I feel real bad for Jared Leto. But at the same time, if I'm Jared Leto, I'm like, it's like I feel bad because he's not the issue in those movies, right? His Joker, he wasn't the problem. It was like the studio interference in the movie and all that. In Morbius, he's not the problem. It's just the fact that they hired like a terrible director and a terrible writer and like the production was bad. That's all. All the other stuff, except for Jared Leto. But I also got to put this on his agent. Like, you saw who was attached to this and you still went along with it? At some point, you're going to have to be like, yo, I think at this point, he just needs to go to Marvel. If I'm Jared Leto, I would just go to Marvel and be like, all right, look, what roles you got left? And give him something. I don't know what role he would do well in right now in Marvel, but he needs something else. Because it ain't working for him right now. And that's sad. It's sad. Matter of fact, not only that, hold on. The Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is 4 times higher than critic score. Where is it at here? All right, 16% with 174 reviews. That's not bad. Usually it's going to get around 300 or so. 16% rotten and 64% good from audiences. All right, let me just talk about this because some people were kind of getting on me on Twitter about it. I think that when movies get a lot of press, a lot of negative press, and y'all tell me if y'all have noticed this or not. I have. I notice this almost all the time, and I call it out whenever I can. Because I was saying on Twitter today, I was like, "Uh-oh, Here comes the it's not that bad crowd, because I told y'all that there's always like levels to this stuff, right? Movie comes out. The press get to see it early. They say it's terrible. And when the press say it's terrible, maybe even some fans might go see it. They say it's terrible. Then the people that actually get to see it on opening day or the day after or whatever, what always happens? Well, it wasn't that bad. Well, it was all right. It wasn't as bad as they said it was. But my question for you is, would you have come to that conclusion, or would you have felt that had you never heard the negative reviews? Because we have to understand the power of expectations. You know, when you get lowered expectations, anything is good. Anything. If you have higher expectations, it's harder for that, satisfaction to be met. But if you go into a movie hearing that it is so bad, and you actually find out, like, it's all right. Well, guess what? When people say it's not that bad, it doesn't mean that it's good. It's still bad. It's not that bad means it's still bad. Like if someone said, well, they're not that ugly, but they're still ugly, right? Like it's not that salty. It's still salty. It's still the same thing. So, this is why, like, I don't really put a lot of stock into this whole critics versus fans thing, because the difference is the critics, you have to also think about it like this. Critics are going to go into a movie, hopefully, ideally, untainted. They should be going into a movie without knowing what anyone thinks. And for anyone that believes like, oh, well, critics just want to ride the wave and pile on, for clout. No, they don't. Because I can tell you right now, no critics reviews really go viral. Nobody really goes viral off of reviews. Some people actually, the one time you might hear a review go a little bit, beyond, is if somebody says something spicy, right? And that's the thing. Usually you want to go against the grain, if you really want to clout chase. So if critics really were out here trying to be like, oh yeah, I want to get, more views and clicks, they'd be saying Morbius is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But they're not. Most of them so far, reputable critics. I'm not talking about any old YouTuber that just put up a video. I'm talking about people that actually put in this work in the industry. Most of them did not care for this movie. Like I said, because it's technically not good. And it's okay. We've talked about this too. You can enjoy a technically unsound movie. There are plenty of movies that we like that are put together horribly. And Morbius in this case is definitely going to be one of those movies, I think. But I feel as though people going to reap what they sow. They're going to reap what they sow, because if you keep giving money to Sony for these things, they're just going to keep giving you money. This is the same thing. Didn't we just talk about this with Transformers? People kept giving them bad movies money. They kept making them. There was no incentive to stop. There was no incentive to make them better, because it was rewarded with money. So I don't know. I don't know how y'all go, if that's what y'all want to do, like, go for it. But I am straight on that. I am straight on Morbius. Y'all can definitely go check out my review for it as well, though. I'm gonna need to, I don't know, hopefully if I'm up to it, I gotta jump on somebody's spoiler review or something, because there's too much stuff to talk about with the nonsense in this movie. Like, it's some nonsense. But anyway, how are y'all feeling about Morbius? Are you excited? Have you seen it? What have you thought about it? Please don't spoil it in the comments for those who haven't seen it yet. And what do you think about this divide between critics and fans? Do you think it is because of expectations? Um, when the expectations are lowered, that people are more prone to go against the grain. Because, by the way, the opposite happens too. When movies are overhyped, when movies are like really praised early on by critics, and then all of a sudden fans are like, man, this was overrated. It's almost like people just want to go against the grain sometimes. I don't know. It's a weird thing, weird thing. Anyway, let me know what you think. My man Angel, I don't believe in nothing Sony makes at all. Well, thank you for that, sir. I've said for a long time, like, you got to look at the track record. Now I'm not gonna say that everything and anything Sony makes moving forward is going to be terrible from Sony, because I thought that for WB for a long time. Like, when they were doing everything and anything Snyderverse related, it was not that good to me. But then they came out with Joker, then they came out with Shazam, then they came out with Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, okay, like, these are actually good. These are good. So, like, it's not like, forever that these things are going to be terrible, but we also have to, like, now here's the other thing. We have to be careful, because when we reward mediocre to trashy movies, keep in mind that's how comic book movie fatigue actually happens, right? Because a lot of that fatigue happens when you have a string of terrible movies. That's why back in the 90s or early 2000s, we took a long break, or not even before. I'm talking about before that. So before Blade came around, we took a long break because we were getting a whole bunch of terrible comic book movies. So we're gonna have to be careful, because if you keep getting a lot of them, they're just gonna be terrible, and they're gonna keep giving you the same thing. But thank you so much. I got a Cash App here. Let me grab it real quick. Oh man, I got a couple. Hold on. Raina, thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. It says feel better soon. Appreciate you so much. He who runs phase for Carol's Christmas versus Morbius. Thank you, sir. I would totally pick Morbius over that. Yeah, Morbius over Carol's Christmas. That's not even close. He who runs fades once again. Thank you so much, sir, for the $40 Cash App. For idea, get a subject ticker that says on the screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. Thank you so. Wait, isn't that what the caption is? Y'all don't see the Morbius news? Does that not help? No? Okay. All right. Anywho, thank you for that. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's move on to Will Smith's updates, y'all. All right, so that's the big news of the night. Y'all already know Will Smith has been going through a lot ever since Smackgate, with Chris Rock and him slapping him at the Oscars. Which, by the way, that's history. That's history. Like, I don't know about y'all, but, like, living through history, it feels kind of ordinary, right? But this has definitely been something that we have not ever dreamed of happening. Now, please do not get all political on me or whatever, but I would say the same way January 6th and the insurrection that happened against the Capitol was like big news in the political world. This slap is big news in the entertainment world, because this is like, you got somebody with a squeaky clean record like Will Smith, and you have like a prestigious situation and event. This is Hollywood patting Hollywood on the back, and all of a sudden, the most out there situation, like I said, nobody had that on their 2022 bingo card that Will Smith was about to smack somebody. Nobody had that. So this has definitely been something. So again, you can go watch my video on that. I've already told y'all that I already did a whole breakdown on the situation. And we've had a lot of different things that have happened. Now, just to kind of give you guys like a quick, I guess my quick thoughts on the situation as it is. I go way more deeper into it into my breakdown video, but I wanted to address, I think, Black Widow, Diane's comment earlier about how Jada, was kind of enabling the situation. I kind of want to put some more stuff in perspective, and this is only because I follow them way too much. I've read Will's book. I've watched a lot of Red Table Talks and stuff, so I've been able to see both sides of the equation. I would just say this. I think we have to be very careful on how we judge their relationship, because their relationship is nothing normal. I think we also need to recognize that I know a lot of vitriol has been put on Jada. And I'm not saying Jada's perfect. I'm not even saying she needs to be defended a lot, because there are some things that she would say that I'd be like, why the hell are you saying this about your husband? Like in public. Um, but at the same time, I also want us to remember that like Will has not been squeaky clean with Jada. You know, let's not forget the entanglement situation that happened after Will had his own entanglements with other people. So Will was kind of messing around with other people. Now, again, whether it's an open marriage, whatever, I don't know. I don't care. They get to define whatever the rules are for their, relationship. But, they both have done each other wrong. And I think that they both need to support one another better. If you read Will's book, he says for a long time, and Jada has said this in different Red Table Talks too. Will would put his career first, and Jada would have to sacrifice a lot of stuff for him. She would have to put her career to the side for him. She would have to, basically hide, put a lot of her passions and stuff to the side for him. So when Will was kind of talking about like, man, I haven't protected people and stuff like that, it's because he would put himself first, a lot of times. So again, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, it's more to the situation than I think a lot of people might get, at first glance. It's one of those things where it's like it's definitely deeper, it's definitely more to the story. But I would just say that neither one of them in their relationship is squeaky clean on any end. But anyway, after that situation, Chris Rock, there's been more video of like, Chris Rock's reaction and stuff. Hey, look, Chris Rock has been the MVP in this whole situation. He has decided not to press charges against Will Smith. He even had a local show. He had a show not too long ago, like a couple days ago, where he spoke about the situation for the first time. He didn't go into depth. He didn't do a comedy routine about it. But even when the fans were starting to heckle him, the fans were, like, F Will Smith, and he calmed them down. He was like, nah, like, chill out with that. And I have a lot of respect for Chris Rock for this, because Chris Rock is he knew and understood that the situation could get worse. He knew that. But he has been mitigating the whole situation from behind the scenes. Like, he's not going out, he's not putting on social media. He's like, yo, we need to calm this down. I don't want it to escalate. It's already bad enough. So shout out to Chris Rock, and for being professional, by the way, because you couldn't slap me and we go on with the show like nothing happened. And I'm still telling jokes. Nah, like, listen, I would be a different type of host. I'll say that. But since the last that we have seen, Will has come out on his Instagram, and he did issue an apology. Now, this time, unlike what he said in during the Oscars, this time he actually did give a direct apology to Chris Rock, where he talked about he was embarrassed for his actions, and that violence was, basically bad. This was completely inexcusable. He goes on to just also apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show. By the way, This was the very first Oscars that was produced by a all black production. Will Packer and like the rest of the producers, they were all black, and this was the very first time. And Will's actions took that away from them. It spoiled that light. But he went ahead and apologized to all of them. And like this was like the least he could do. Personally, I think that he probably should have made a video. If I were him, I would have made a video so people could see my face. I know he's got a lot of reach on his Instagram and all that. I mean, it's levels to these type of things, but like a written apology is something. I think, it probably would have been better if he had actually shown his face and talked about it. But in addition to his apology, there's been a lot of talk about what the Academy has to do with him, with Will Smith. So they've been talking about like, his disciplinary actions and stuff. And one thing that, people were talking about was like, whether or not there was this rumor or there was some talk about whether he was asked to leave the ceremony or not. And some of that is true, some of it isn't. If you guys have had the opportunity, Good Morning America has an interview. I don't want to play it because they're gonna flag me for this. But they have an interview with Will Packer, the producer, and Will Packer basically talked about how he was devastated, when this happened. He was devastated to learn about how that this wasn't a joke because he thought it was a prank. He thought like, oh, the jokes that Chris Rock was saying were not scripted. So Chris Rock came up with them jokes himself. Will Packer also talked about how the LAPD were there on site and they gave them the options. They were like, hey, look, we're ready to take Will Smith out. We're ready to go escort him out right now. That was battery. Y'all let us know what you want us to do. And Chris Rock came backstage and they were asking him what they wanted to do. And Chris Rock was like, no, I don't want to press charges. I don't want to make this matter any worse. And he killed all that noise. So I definitely recommend that y'all go check out that that interview with Will Packer about it. But that's not even the latest news. The latest news is that Will Smith has actually resigned from the Academy over the slap. And this, I think, was probably the best thing that he could do. This is the best way that he could go out with dignity, with some class, take yourself out. Like you can't fire me, I quit, right? So this was a good move, I think, on Will Smith's part because a lot of people were talking about the Academy. They were never going to take his Oscar away. That wasn't going to happen because he earned that, right? They weren't going to take it away, but some people were talking about like suspension. I thought a suspension would have been a better route. Suspend him for maybe 2-3 years or something like that. And some were talking about just permanently kicking him out. But he beat everybody to the punch and he was just like, I quit. Like he's going to resign. Now, what does that mean? When he resigns from the Academy, that all that means is that he cannot vote for other winners and stuff like that. He can't be a part of that club. That does not mean that he is ineligible to winning awards. So if next year after that, he ends up doing another stand-up job, he could still win another Oscar. He just can't be a voting member of the Academy. Now, I don't know if that also means or if it carries any weight in terms of whether he can attend these functions or not. But I do know that at the very most, that is the extent of him quitting the Academy for now. So that is everything so far that has been coming up with Will Smith, Chris Rock. I've told y'all for longest, be ready for this red table talk. I know if I'm them, because I think Jada put out something talking about like, this is the season for healing and I'm here for it. And I'm like, but where were you? You could have helped. My thing with Jada is like, you saw your husband get up you could have been like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, sit down, sit down, sit down. Like you could have grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to protect you, but you also need to protect him. You know, like I was just talking to the missus, and I was like, man, like I would definitely go defend your honor. Like I'm not a violent person, but I mean, if it comes down to it, I'll do it. And she was like, yeah, like I would totally grab you first because I don't want you getting into something like worse. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I just felt like, and I know a lot of stuff is spur of the moment. I know that this is a lot of hindsight, looking in. But I was a little disappointed that she didn't even think about holding him back and being like, hey, don't even like there was even no mention, no gesture, nothing. But it is what it is with them. But if I'm doing a red table talk, first of all, y'all need to have Chris Rock on there so you can apologize to him in his face. And second of all, y'all need to pay him to show up. If that were me, and I can guarantee you the same way the entanglement red table talk was like a ridiculous amount of ratings and viewers and stuff, I bet you this one will be even better. So anyway, that's my quick thoughts on it. Let me know what you are thinking about this whole situation. I know I got a lot of comments I got to get to, so let me get to them here. Antoinette, thank you so much. I was excited to go see Morbius tomorrow before your breakdown, but I'll see. Yeah, just hold off. Just hold off. And matinee, $5 Tuesday, at least something. Thank you for that. Jackie, she who remains, thank you so much. Sprays air. Will was has emotional affairs. Maybe kiss, not sex. Jada is more act over words. August. His act was for her. His emotional tribute was to two others. He didn't care if he was hit back. Others view in losing their love hurts. Thank you for spraying the air too, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that is very, very spot on. Like um, Jada does love the actions. And that's one of those things. If you get into love languages, which is a great book that everybody should read, the five languages. But yeah, I mean, like I do believe that Jada was more of like, yo, I want them acts of service. And I think she appreciated it, now later on, maybe, we'll see what she says, but maybe she regrets it for allowing that to happen. But I think she appreciated the sentiment behind what Will was doing. And yeah, he's definitely had emotional affairs. He's had a lot of issues. Again, this is why I say like the best thing y'all could do is read his book, or actually get his audiobook. His audiobook is 10 times better because he actually does more. The audiobook adds perspective. Now, again, that does not condone anything that he did. It just gives you understanding so that way you could be like, oh, okay, it's jacked up, but I get it now. So that definitely helps. She who remains, thank you so much for that. Eric Iverson, thank you so much. Sup, man. Chris Rock did a show. Yeah, we just went through that. See you on it. Thank you so much for that. We just went through it. But yeah, no, I love the fact that Chris Rock is doing that. He's killing all that negativity, because it's easy for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people online say that they lost a lot of respect for Will, that they don't like him anymore. And I get it. I would just say that, like, it's hard to judge someone at their worst moment. Um, for me, I'm just like, Will has had like a pretty good track record. Because like I look at like Kanye, for example. I've been a Kanye fan once he started, right? Through the wire. Like I've always been a Kanye fan. But it didn't take like one stupid comment from him or one stupid action for me to just throw him away. It took a long pattern of behavior for me to be like, all right, dog, like I'm done with you. Like you on permanent timeout until you get your life together. So for me, I'm not throwing Will out with the bathwater. I'm not, you know, at that point where I'm like, done with him or anything. But I understand where people can get there, get to that point. But again, shout out to Chris Rock for being the bigger person here, being the more mature person, and making sure that, people are not vilifying him. So that takes a lot of guts. Thank you so much. Rubes, Jada was like, I don't know what she was like, but thank you. Let's see. Friggers Belt. The slap was just a rash action in a turbulent moment. It's something Will did. It's not who he is. Facts. Yes. And again, we can totally condemn the action. I just think we need to be careful with judging the person, because a lot of us we haven't lived in Will's shoes. He's dealt with domestic abuse in his household. Um, he's had other uh, you know, he's had a lot of trauma in his past that clearly he needs to work out. I mean, for a joke like that to trigger you to that point, yeah, you need some more therapy. Like, you need some more help. Matter of fact, if I was him, I would go ahead and put that out, because you know how they like to be transparent and everything. Put that out too. Go ahead and like show your therapy sessions or whatever if you want to. But yeah, it's not who he is. It's not what he's displayed himself to be over the years. Um, it's definitely gonna, like, some people ask, like, is this gonna ruin his legacy? No, I don't think so. He's still gonna be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's still gonna be, one of the best movie stars in Hollywood. He just has a stain. He has a stain on his record now. That's it. Like, it's a big stain, but like, no one's ever gonna forget it. So but it's not gonna take away from his legacy or tarnish it that much, in my opinion. Capria, oh, I don't see the comment, but thank you so much for that. Eric, what you got on the shade room? Eric is just on it with this news. They posted a video of Tony Rock threatening Will Smith and called his wife a B and said the Rock family don't accept Will's apology. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I did see Tony Rock mentioning some stuff. He doesn't accept it, and that's fine. I mean, the apology wouldn't be for Tony Rock, though. It'd be for Chris Rock. So, I don't know how relevant it is like that. But I think that is something between Will and Chris. I think Will and Chris need to, figure that stuff out, and get that together. Hopefully they do. I know there was some news that they had kind of sort of done that or resolved things earlier. But I don't know if that has been resolved or not. I think that was fake news. Diddy was out there talking about, oh, they talked about it, and then I think it was like on page 6, and then TMZ was like, no, they didn't. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when that actually works itself out. Hopefully they do talk, though. Tame, my man. 1, do you think Will's antics will cause hesitation or pause on a season 2 of Bel-Air since his name is attached to it? 2, feel better, my brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, actually, I think Bel-Air already had they already signed off on 2 seasons. So no, I don't think anyone's gonna stop watching because of that. I mean, I'm not. Like, I'm gonna keep watching Bel-Air. Matter of fact, I owe y'all a breakdown video. I'm just gonna have to work on it tomorrow. So I apologize for not having my season finale breakdown of Bel-Air yet. I'll try and get that done over the weekend. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna have a negative impact on Bel-Air. Because he's also like not in front of the camera, so I don't think a lot of people are gonna associate it that much. But we'll see. Maybe the ratings take a dip. Maybe people get over it. I don't know. Puma Lee, thank you so much. He took out his personal issues on Chris. He needs to get away, far away from Jada and get with Jesus. Too sad. And took away from too many who won Oscars. Yeah, I mean, it definitely tainted the rest of the night. I felt bad for Questlove, won the best documentary. That messed up. Felt bad for Will Packer. It was fantastic that he put on a really good show, and then I felt bad for the hosts. Yeah, Wanda Sykes, Regina King, and Amy Schumer, hosting the whole event, and all of that stuff just went to crap. Like it just nobody's talking about that. But whether he needs to get away from Jada or not, I don't know. It's not for me to get involved in other people's marriages and stuff, because again, we only know what they tell us. We don't know everything. I just think that I hope that everyone gets the help that they need. I hope that that's what happens. Because, man, by the way, normalize therapy, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. Like, if you are one of those people that for whatever reason think therapy is only for crazy people, or no, therapy is essential in life. You don't even need to go to therapy when something's wrong. Just go to therapy. Just go talk to a counselor. When I tell you it is so refreshing to go in and be with a therapist, you will understand how to process things better. That's the point. That's the point of a therapist, is to help you learn how to process things. Maybe you might not even know you're dealing with things until you go with that. It's literally going to be the best thing you could ever do in your life. Matter of fact, I'm shocked that therapy is not something mandatory. Like, we should be having therapy for free in this country if it was up to me, but I'm not a politician. So anyway, She Who Remains, back at it, sprays the air again. Subject ticker showing all topics of the night. Constantly the upcoming topics stay highlighted, while the ones you already talked about fade out. Some people who join late know what's missing, what wasted comments. I don't know if I can work. Can I do that? That's going to take a lot of planning. I'll have to see how I can work that. Yeah. Okay. I have to put some thought into that. But we do thank you for that, Jackie. And y'all know I already love all the feedback, whatever I could do to make the show better for you guys. I appreciate that. But we do need to figure something out, because a lot of times I be having all the topics ready and I'm like, here's the thing though. Sometimes I like the topics to be surprising too, and that's just a fault of mine. I like surprises. So sometimes I like to actually give y'all like the main stuff and leave some new stuff just to kind of keep people entertained. Because if you kind of tell people ahead of time what's going on, you don't want them to like dip off, and just be like, I'll just come back in 30 minutes because I don't care about these topics. Like, I'm a little greedy. I want you to hang out, throughout the whole show. And the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to keep you guessing on what's coming up next, So I would just say, like, for people who are jumping ahead or whatever, like, just wait, like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. This show is so organic and spontaneous with stuff. I don't know if a plan even works anymore. I don't know. Thank you so much, though, Jackie. I appreciate you. Puma Lee, what's going on? I wonder if his resignation is an April Fool's joke. I don't think so. If I were Will Smith, I wouldn't be playing jokes at this point. Right now, you're in crisis. You're in damage control mode. If you're Will Smith, the last thing you want to do is play around and make people think that you're not taking this situation seriously. So I would highly, highly doubt that he would be doing this as any level of April Fool's whatsoever. It would just be terrible. What is this nonsense? In the who best can't we got spam bots in here? Okay, Mod Squad's on top of it. All right, y'all. I was about to say, like, who is all that? What is going on? Let's see. Shakes can spray. Man, you gonna run out of spray, Jackie. Will won't show his face if it adds to the negative image about TG saying August his least favorite month. That's our anniversary month, fool. Also, my Libra loves smack the two guys who were talking about me before. Man, hey, I mean, I don't condone violence, but if that's what was necessary, if TG had to do his thing, he who runs fades. Hey, if he has to defend you, and like, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, like, I don't know if it would be a negative image though, for him, because I think that if he were to show his face and he was apologizing and he really meant it, I don't think that would be turned negative. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Excuse me. I just think that, like, when you just write a blank old letter, it just might come off less personal, less. The words sound good, because here's the thing. a lot of people, I saw a lot of people saying like, oh, his publicist wrote that. Oh, his press team wrote that. And it's kind of like, well, if he said it and you knew he was just kind of saying it off the cuff, that would mean more, right? Because something else Will Packer said was like he was really hoping that Will Smith during his acceptance speech, excuse me, he was really hoping that Will would have apologized to Chris right then and there and apologized for his actions right then and there. But that didn't happen. Will kind of gave a bit of an excuse to say, like, oh, well, I'm a protector, just like Richard Williams in the movie, and I protect those that I love. Like, he gave justification for what he did rather than a repudiation of what he did. So, I don't know. I think his face would be necessary, but I could be wrong on that too. Let's see. Dang, them bots are out here. I guess we're doing something right tonight. Okay. Let's see. Chris, thank you so much. Did you know assault who also includes abuse? And the Academy also prohibits the types of jokes Chris did. Academy allowed it for years. Yeah, the Academy had like a code of conduct where it says something like it doesn't accept abuse, right? But the thing is that abuse is a very broad term. Are we talking about emotional abuse, physical abuse, like mental abuse? Like the abuse could be anything. So clearly Will engage in physical abuse, but if you notice in his speech, he was talking about how actors and people like them have to deal with verbal abuse. Now, you're right. The Academy has been using comedians and roasting people for years, for a lot, decades even. So that should be nothing new. Um, and who knows what jokes Chris Rock was supposed to say. What if Chris Rock would have stayed on script? If he stayed, because that G.I. Jane joke, that did not come from the writers of the show. That came from something else. So, I don't know. I mean, personally, I'm never going to take humor as like always a negative like that. I mean, I think you need to match the actions with actions, because I think I think it was Stephen Colbert or somebody was like, the worst thing you can do to a comic is not laugh. If you just don't laugh, that hurts a comedian 10 times more than you going up and physically assaulting them or whatever, like emotionally anyway. So that because to me, I'm like, Will could have been silent and shown his disapproval. He could have only sat down and yelled whatever he yelled, his discipline, his displeasure with the joke. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Now, if he had done that, it still would have been awkward, but it wouldn't have been as awkward. It would have like, ooh, that was a bad joke, and then they would have moved on. But Will clearly escalated this to a level that was unnecessary. But you're right about the whole assault and abuse thing. And Will was just in the wrong. I don't know how much of a case he would have in terms of the verbal abuse thing, because everybody was getting roasted. Everybody was getting made fun of. I mean, I don't know how much of a case he'd have there. Christorian, thank you. He seemed bullied to react to the situation. Maybe. I know a lot of people are kind of like speculating on that. Again, I would say like kind of pull off on putting that on. I don't think Jada made him go do that. Again, this is why reading his book, understanding where he came from, will it better inform people on what drives Will Smith. Like, it really puts you inside of his head. I think he was just guilty. He felt very guilty because he looked at his wife, because everybody talks about, oh, he was laughing at first. Yeah, so what if he was laughing at first? I could be laughing at something that doesn't affect me, and I think it's funny because we all laugh at things that don't affect us. But when we look over at a loved one and that loved one is hurt, that makes it not so funny. It's the same thing as like, if you laugh at somebody because, they fail and it's funny, until you find out that they're actually really hurt. Then you sit there like, ooh, my bad. Like, that's not good, because you realize the situation changes. So just because Will was laughing at first and then he changed it up, it doesn't mean that Jada made him go do anything. I think, especially given his background, given how he's treated his past lovers, given how he's dealt with the trauma with his own parents having domestic abuse, and how he felt like he was always a coward. He said that in the very first line of his book. He was like, when I saw my mom get cracked in the face and blood came out her mouth, I felt like a coward because I didn't do something. So now when he sees his wife getting hurt, in his mind, I think he's looking at his mom that he didn't protect. He's looking at one of his past relationships that he didn't do right by. He's looking at Jada that he has let down, because I told y'all, Will is not squeaky clean. He's had issues in the past. He's let Jada down in the past. He looked at her and was like, damn, I don't want to be a coward this time. I need to do something. Unfortunately, he just did something stupid. But that's not because Jada was like, you better go do this because Tupac would have done better. That's funny for memes and stuff. But again, if y'all really get down into like what this dude was talking about, what he's gone through in his past, it's deeper than that. Humans are way more complex than just, these little things that the internet will tell us and have us believe. So I don't think he was bullied at all, again, based off of their past information and stuff. But yeah, I think that he was just really, really, really guilty, for not being there in some way. He definitely should have found a better course of action, but Eric, let's see. I just saw you on Just My Opinion Reviews, and it seemed like Larry was annoyed by your take on Will Slap on Chris, and I was confused by it. I don't know what we talked about a lot of stuff on there. I don't know what he was confused about, or what his Larry gets annoyed about a lot of things. So, oh god, I can't laugh. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I have no idea. I would have to go back and rewatch that too. But we had some great yeah, so if y'all go to Just My Opinion Reviews, he's part of my favorite channel list. Y'all know Brandon Avery. He too had a cracking live. Like that live, man. I thought my live was cracking because we had like 9,000 people in here, and I'm still fighting to get them to release it because them comments was off the chain. Stupid Oscars are trying to hold me up for 30 days. But on Brandon's channel, he had about like 3,000 people on there, but he had like 7 guests on there. We all started talking about this whole situation. So that's definitely worth a watch if y'all get a chance to go check that out as well. But anyway, let's see. Was there any more? Yes, I see Tyra. What's going on? I wish the celebs would just say the slap ruined their moment rather than saying they're triggered and traumatized. Yeah, I've seen some of the like Amy Schumer's and them, like people talking about they're traumatized to go tell a joke now because they don't know if somebody's gonna be crazy to like go and assault the comic. First of all, comedians have been going up in front of people saying the wildest things for decades. If ain't nobody come and bum rush the stage now, why would they do it? If they ain't do it then, why would they do it now? You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out with that. Everybody's not gonna be like, well, since Will Smith did it, we can do it. No, because you know why? And in my opinion, society has condemned Will Smith's actions. Nobody is cheering on Will Smith's actions. It's kind of like if a certain politician were to encourage acts of violence. And if that were encouraged, then that is going to get a thumbs up or a green light for other people to do it for certain politicians. However, if that action is condemned by everybody, I think that at that point, people are not going to be like, oh, okay, we're okay, let's go do this. Now, for them to be traumatized and all that stuff, I mean, I guess who am I to sit here and talk about how somebody's supposed to feel? Personally, I don't think there's a lot of merit to it. I don't think that it's fully justified, but they have the right to feel that way. You know, I just don't think you're gonna see a flurry of comic stand-ups or whoever getting attacked, moving forward. Now, the one thing I will say I was a little disappointed with other celebrities was like Judd Adipo or whatever. Some people was talking about like, oh my God, Will could have killed him, or Will should be arrested, and like some people was just going to the extreme. It was going to the extreme. Again, you can condone his actions, or I'm sorry, you can condemn his actions and all that. Don't get me wrong. But some people were like really going overboard, in my opinion, about how like what he did or what was going on was such a travesty. And it was like, look, it was a bad thing, it was a stain, it was terrible, but some folks were just out of line with that, with their commentary. And it was certain celebrities and not others. But anyway, that's another conversation. Antoinette, what you got? Thank you so much. Tyler Perry, the originator of the slap, was witness to the slap too early. Nah, never too early for that. That's actually kind of funny. Thank you for that. That was I really appreciated that he was there, him and Denzel, to calm Will down, and to bring a sense of level, just to bring him down from that emotional peak, and Bradley Cooper too. Shout out to him. But for them to, when they say it takes a village, it's not just to raise the children, but it's like also to like keep each other in check. That's accountability, and I really appreciated the fact that they were there for him at that time. I think Denzel was also there for Chris Rock as well. But I hope people also surrounded Chris Rock and gave him some love behind stage too, because he was definitely on it. What is this? John kept bothering me with his takes on Will Smith. Yeah, I mean, some people are going a little overboard with it. Like, I don't know. Like I said, certain types of people are taking this way harder than others. I don't know why. I guess I could go into some of that. I guess I could go into some of the racial components, because there could be some of that. But actually, why not? Man, it's all, we almost done. Whatever. I think, let me get some of this tea real quick. Because one of the issues, if we can be honest here, because y'all know we could talk about racial, societal issues and stuff. One of the issues with this moment is a lot of people are also saying like, oh man, Will Smith's actions set black people back. They set them back, right? And I think part of that is true. Some of it is not true, right? It's not true in the fact that one black person does not represent all black people. Okay? Black people are not a monolith. Like, we come in all shapes and sizes. We believe different things, whatever. We're human. However, in America, because of slavery, be triggered or not, doesn't matter, just do some facts. Over time, negative stereotypes have happened for black people. We've had to live through these stereotypes, and it's been something that has caused Black America to constantly look and act more. We've always had to do more to defeat those negative stereotypes. We've always had to excel academically to defeat that stereotype that black people are dumb. We've always had to contain our emotions and our passions so that we can defeat that stereotype that black people are just inherently violent and angry. And one of the bigger problems, and again, I talk about this all the time, white supremacy ideology. It's not about hatred, it's about normalizing whiteness and other factors. One of the problems with white supremacy ideology is the fact that there's this thing, and I don't know if I'm using the right term or not, but I would say the exceptionalism. Exceptionalism happens with Black people. And what I'm talking about is when you have situations, the way the white gaze, if you've watched Kenya Barris's show on Netflix or whatever, he talks about the white gaze. That's Gaze. And that's the gaze, the lens in which white folks, white America views Black America. And that gaze can include things which I would call exceptionalism, whereas you can only judge Black people by a couple exceptions and not the whole. So what do I mean by that? Barack Obama, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith. These people end up becoming the epitome of Black folks. Whatever they do, that's Black folks, right? And it's one of those things where I think that that's kind of the issue where you're getting some of this divide. Now, this could be one of those things where people need to take a moment to kind of self-analyze. And I'm talking about white folks in this case right now. Because if Will Smith was your standard for Black people and he betrayed that for you, I need you to just kind of think about what vitriol you're putting towards that. Like, what does that say? Because to me, and I've seen a lot of other people kind of look at this like that, I'm looking at this as an isolated incident. Will Smith messed up. Not Black people, not Black America. Will Smith messed up. That's it. And if you don't believe that this type of pressure is real, if you think I'm just spitting out woke-isms or whatever, let's go back and look at what happened with President Obama. Obama could never mess up. He could never mess up, because if he messed up, there goes Black America. That's it. This is what I'm talking about. So while it's not right, it's not okay. The same way we would never look at one white person and be like, oh, because that one white person did this, that's it. The same way we wouldn't do that. It shouldn't be the same way with Will Smith. It shouldn't be the same way with any Black person. No one Black person should have to carry the brunt of the entire ethnicity or race in a country, in a society. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I think that is why, I'm just pontificating here, I think that is one of the reasons why you have some people out there that are going way above and beyond, attacking Will Smith and going like real serious with it and being so, just the vitriol is just so terrible. Because for them, he was on this elevated pedestal of Blackness for them. They were like, yo, you're supposed to be the role model. You're supposed to be it. I don't grow up trying to be like Will Smith. My kids ain't trying to be like Will Smith. They're not like, no. The Black race, the Black representation doesn't start and end with Will Smith or anybody else. So anyway, that's just, did we lose some people? All right, I think we lost a couple people. Sorry about that. I'm dying. I'm sorry. I said too much. I'm sorry. Let me get, and yes, I said white gaze, 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 not the other way. Let's see. We got some comments. Let me go back up. Gosh. All right, y'all. I'm going to have to wrap it up after this soon. I'm dying. Ms. McKeeba, thank you so much. Fix yourself a hot toddy before bed. Yes. Apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and honey. Yes. Drink alkaline water to flush your system. Yes. I need to buy some, actually. I got to buy some. Actually, I got lemon juice, honey, green tea. I think I had some ginger tea or something too, or peppermint tea, one of those. I was putting them all together. I was just like, whatever, give me all the teas. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've been doing is drinking tea anyway, so I'm on it. Thank you so much. And what's going on, Christorian? Here we go. I believe Jada was more upset by the messenger than the actual joke. That's possible. That is possible. I mean, there have been reports about Jada and Chris Rock having issues. I mean, Chris Rock did have those interesting jokes to make in the 2016 Oscars and whatnot. Maybe she just don't mess with him. Now, last I recall, they are cool, like cordial, but it's possible. It's possible that she was just like, yo, I'm sick of this dude. I don't know. Like, I don't know their relationships behind the scenes. Excuse me. I don't know how all that is, but it is possible that she don't mess with him like that. She don't mess with him like that. And that's, that's the case. You ain't got to mess with everybody. You ain't got to be friends with everybody now. Let's see what you got. J Dot, what you got? John Campea was actually fair. I haven't heard all of his take. I've heard one take that he had so far. I guess somebody had mentioned this to me. They had asked me about Campea's reaction to Will Smith versus Ezra Miller's. Because to me, I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking like Ezra Miller, he's a bigger problem than Will Smith at this point. Like, Will Smith smacked someone that he knew. He knows Chris Rock. They have a relationship. Yes, he did it in front of millions of people. Yes, it was a terrible moment. Ezra Miller is out there terrorizing people, strangers. Like, we should be more upset at Ezra Miller. That's a bigger threat to me than Will Smith. That's more egregious to me than Will Smith. But I don't know. I'd have to go watch all his videos because I haven't seen all his takes, to be fair. So I won't jump on Campea like that. J Mart, what you got? Hey man, hope you feel better. Do you think Will would have done the same if, say, another host made that joke, The Rock or Jimmy Kimmel? I know some people, I've seen that meme and everything go around like he wouldn't have done it if it was The Rock, ha ha ha, or Jimmy Kimmel. Well, for one, Jimmy Kimmel probably would have said a more tasteful joke, probably. And he probably would have stayed on script. Keep in mind, Chris Rock went off script. Here's the thing. I do think, if I had to give my opinion, I do think that even if it was The Rock, Will would have gone up there anyway. I mean, he was acting emotionally. I don't think he was like, oh man, I'm gonna go fight Chris Rock. So, because he's half my size, let me go do this. He wasn't looking for a fight. He was looking for an emotional statement to be made. Or, I'm sorry, he was looking for an emotional reaction to fulfill whatever was lacking for him. Yeah, Jason, you had brought that up. Thank you for that. The comparison with Will and Ezra. So I don't think Will would have cared. I don't think he would have cared who had said it, because Will was already going through a lot of trauma at the time where and here's the thing. I've told y'all this before. When emotions get the best of you, you don't think straight. There was a study or whatever that was a while ago. The study said that when you're mad, your IQ actually goes lower and it decreases. And that makes sense, right? Have any of y'all been mad and been like, man, you know what? And you just can't even get the words out because your emotions, the chemicals are firing in this part of your brain, and then the other side where you do your thinking kind of goes down. So I don't think it would have mattered for Will. Like, I don't know. I mean, these are weird hypotheticals just because we'll never really know, we don't know if, for example, if it was because of Chris's track record, because this was the second time Chris was making fun of Jada. Jimmy Kimmel or The Rock or whoever, they hadn't been making fun of her like that. Not that I recall. Maybe the relationships are different. Maybe Will and The Rock have a better relationship than he has with Chris Rock. I don't know. So it's hard to say. But the one thing is, I don't think he was going up there looking for a fight. If he was looking for a fight, then yes, if he was going against someone like The Rock, he would not want to do that. But I don't think he was ever looking for a fight. He was just looking to appease that emotional void through doing whatever this act of protection or love that he was doing. So and maybe another comedian would have said a better joke, so I don't know. The hypothetical can go down a lot of different routes, a lot of different ways. So but thank you for that, J Mart. Appreciate you for the comment. Frank, what you got? First, feel better, brother. Thank you so much, man. Second, you're gonna stop hurting people's feelings with the truth. Sorry. They can't handle the truth, Jack Nicholson. Yeah. I mean, listen, I've I've kind of gotten a little tired of trying to hide, who I am and what I think and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm never gonna be coming out here wilding out or nothing like that. But if you're gonna follow my channel, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Like, I don't care if you white, black, Hispanic, brown, yellow, purple, whatever. Like, I'm gonna give you my perspective. You don't have to agree with it. You don't always have to like it. I would hope that the same way I would respect other people's perspectives and feelings, y'all do the same with mine. But nobody's gonna get anywhere if we just sitting here sugarcoating stuff and not at least being honest, with our feelings and things. So yeah, like if that happens to turn some people off, okay, maybe this channel was just not for you in the first place. I would hope that people could be open, mature enough to have these conversations, touch on these topics. I don't think a lot of these things are taboo. Just because a topic makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's not a reality for other people. But anyway, it is what it is. Thank you for that, Frank. I appreciate you. All right, I think, guys, we are done for the night. Wait, I think I got one more. I got Renee with the Cash App. Thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. Says feel better. Raina, I'm sorry, that was from Raina. Thank you so much for that. I am 100% about to go lay down. I'm done. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'm gonna take all the drugs and hopefully all the stuff the doctor prescribed to me will get me better, and I can finish writing and doing other videos and stuff that I got to do. But check back next week. What we got? Wednesday we got Moon Knight coming out, so let's not forget about that. So we'll be meeting around the same time, 7:00 Central, 8 Eastern, for Moon Knight, just to do a quick reaction. And then I think I have a pretty busy week next week. I got a couple interviews and stuff I got to do. So it's going to be kind of nuts. But I will keep y'all posted on everything. And yeah, so I hope y'all have a really good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Y'all know the routine. Wash your hands, wash your butts. Be safe out there. All right. Peace out, y'all.